Warning: this podcast may be disturbing to some listeners. Due to the graphic nature, listener discretion is advised.
Keep the demon inside me. Keep the demon inside me. Keep the demon inside me.
Welcome from wherever you are. This is The Demon Inside with your host, John Venom. If you want to review a different episode of The Demon Inside, you can find them on Spotify or Anchor. And don't forget to subscribe to this podcast. A new episode will come out every Monday. And now, to our show.
Keep the demon inside me.
We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors. Welcome back to The Demon Inside. Hello, my Demon Insiders, and this is your host, John Venom. I'd like to give a second warning. Due to the graphic nature of this episode, listener discretion is advised. So, when I started this podcast of The Demon Inside, I started seeing patterns of demons that were jumping from person to person. And this has been going on for years. And so what I mean by patterns is kind of like a serial killer. A serial killer kills somebody and he'll do something distinctive that the police will look for and find, and they know it's the same guy that's killing. So for me, a demon is doing the same thing when it jumps from person to person. So with that in mind, I've done most of these shows are going to be, well, all of these shows actually are going to be in pairs. Susan Smith, Ebony Wilkerson was a pair. Rudy Eugene and Austin Haroff was a pair. And last week, I did Audie Sanchez, which I wasn't going to do because I did not think that there was a pair or any similarity to anything that Audie Sanchez had did. What she did to her child was just unbelievable. If you haven't heard that podcast from last episode with Audie Sanchez, you should go and listen to it and then come back to this one. So, as I was doing research on Audie Sanchez, I typed in mother who killed and decapitated her child. There were videos, and I saw a police video that I started listening to. The police video was basically the chief of police and a medical doctor who were talking to reporters. And the medical doctor was talking about postpartum psychosis. The police chief was talking about how the baby was killed. So I, throughout the whole thing, am assuming that it was Audie Sanchez, when in reality, it was Deasia Watkins. It was a completely different person that had killed her 3-month-old baby in the same way that Audie Sanchez killed hers.
Red flag months before a local mom is charged with murdering her baby. Good evening, I'm Mike Darden.
And I'm Cherie Palolo. Tonight, we talk with a woman who alerted police after she witnessed behavior that made her nervous. WLWT News Source Jackie Congedo is live tonight with the details. Jackie.
Mike and Cherie, Deasia Watkins is at Deaconess Hospital tonight under guard. Prosecutors say she is not talking. Tonight we are learning there were warning signs, and according to prosecutors, it appears Job and Family Services did their job. Months before Deasia Watkins was charged with aggravated murder for the gruesome death of her 3-month-old child, Sierra Johnson says she heard mom and baby screaming inside this Cheviot apartment and called police.
And so I was like, I'll give it like 20 minutes and maybe, it'll stop. But then I heard the mom like screaming, like, why are you doing this to me? And then it made me super nervous. So I was like, I have to call someone.
According to court documents, Watkins was diagnosed with postpartum psychosis. The baby's father said she was speaking of demons. Custody was given first to Job and Family Services and then to Watkins' aunt, who lives in this College Hill home, according to prosecutors.
The court order said neither parent should be with this child unless supervised, and clearly that was not the case here. The aunt permitted the mother to live in that same home, and that's when the event took place.
Yesterday morning, investigators say the aunt was asleep. A 5-year-old relative found the baby with multiple stab wounds.
The head was severed from the body.
This is one of the most disturbing cases I've ever seen in my life.
They say they found Watkins in bed, covered in blood.
Oh my gosh, that makes me want to cry. That's so awful. Yeah, I'm sad that me calling didn't help. That's awful. I just can't believe that.
Tonight we're learning social workers with Job and Family Services last saw that baby this past Friday at their officers, according to prosecutors. As for the aunt here, Dieter said prosecuting her would be difficult, and doing so could cause them to lose a valuable witness. But he said he wouldn't rule anything out just yet. Jackie Congedo, WLWT News 5.
Prosecutors also say they're going to present the case to the grand jury next week. They say they don't plan to pursue death penalty charges against the baby's mother because of her mental.
Deasia Watkins didn't have it easy growing up. Born to a mother suffering from mental illness and addiction issues, and a father who was in and out of prison throughout most of her childhood, an unstable home was only the tip of the iceberg. Taken out of her mother's custody in 1998, at least one woman stepped up to give Watkins the home that she never had. But even that wasn't enough to provide Watkins with the stability she needed. Watkins' mother bounced in and out of her life, dragging her and Barbara Owens, Watkins' custodial guardian, through at least a dozen court appearances. The constant harassment from Watkins' mother family finally became too much, and at 12 years old, Owens signed custody of Watkins over to one of her relatives. Her biological mother would make one more attempt to gain custody of Watkins 2 years later, but she failed to show up for court. That's the last records the courts had of Deasia Watkins until after she gave birth to her own daughter. Shortly after the birth of Jania, Watkins was diagnosed with postpartum psychosis. Friends and family say that in the weeks after her daughter's birth, Watkins began talking crazy and told them that she was seeing demons. Social services removed Jania from Watkins' custody and placed her in the care of her aunt. Watkins could still visit with Jania under court supervision, and her aunt was told that she was only to see the baby under the strictest of circumstances, until the courts determined otherwise. Social services said they had no clue that Watkins' aunt would allow her to move into the home. It was just after 6 a.m. when a frantic woman dialed 911.
I'm sorry, 911, where's the address of your emergency?
Somebody please send the police. My niece
Okay,
killed
ma'am.
her baby. Please.
What is the address?
5957 Wildwood.
Okay, ma'am.
Lord, help me.
Ma'am, who were you just talking to somebody? Who were you just talking to?
My son, he came over here, he found that I was asleep. And he let his kids in to go to school because they go from my house. And he seen the baby on my sister. Oh my God, help me.
Listen to me, listen to me. I need you to stop crying, okay? Stop crying. I need you to help. I need you to take a deep breath and tell me what happened.
Ma'am, please send the police right away.
Ma'am, you weren't crying but I heard you talking to him. You were fine. And then when I picked up, you started crying. I need you to tell me what's going on.
Ma'am, I am crying. I was outside screaming.
What happened?
But he keeps telling me to calm down. I don't
What
know
happened?
All I know is my son came in here and woke me up and said, Mama, the baby's dead. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What I'm going to do because she killed this baby. Oh, God.
Okay, why are you saying she killed the baby?
Because the baby is in the room. Here, talk to my son, brother. I can't talk to
How
my
old is the baby?
The baby is 3 months. Oh, my God, I'm going to jail.
Hello?
What happened?
Police. I don't know. This house is big. I don't know where my little cousin is. So can you please...
Where is the 3-month-old baby?
The baby is on my mama's kitchen counter with his head smashed. Now I need you to please send me...
Okay, is it a male or female?
I know where my little cousin is at. Now if a little girl pop up with a weapon, I'm not going to have a little cousin no more. So can you please... I know it's hard talk. Can you please just send the police?
Okay, I need to know what happened to the baby.
I don't know what happened to the baby. I came into the house, she called me, came into the house, the baby was on the counter. My mom was in the bed asleep. I woke my mom up and we calling you. That's all I know. I don't know nothing else. I have a little cousin, she was here. I don't know.
Okay, listen to me.
Look,
Is the baby breathing?
listen, lady, the baby is deceased.
Okay. All right, we're sending the police and an ambulance, okay?
Mama.
What is your name, sir?
Mama, shush. Hello?
What is your name?
I'm Robert Stewart.
And who is the mother of the child?
Huh?
Who is the mother?
Deasia. What is Deasia's last name? Watkins.
Is she there right now?
No, I don't know where she's at. That's the problem. I don't know where this little girl is at. I don't even know if she's in this house. It's a big house, lady. Please. I don't want to look for her. I don't want to look for her. So if you please send the police.
Listen to me, sir. We already have the run started, okay?
All right.
So no one has any idea what happened to the child.
Listen, lady. I cannot explain to you what happened because I do not know. Nobody knows. It happened sometime in the middle of the night.
Okay. What do you see when you look at the child? What?
Look, lady. I don't want to describe the scene. This screen is very, very bad. All right, the little baby head is open, like open. I'm not going in there to touch nothing because I don't want to mess nothing up. I'm not going in there to look because I already seen it. But it's not. It's very violent. It's a very violent scene. All right, it's very violent.
All right, sir. We have the police and fire department responding out.
All right. I gotta go back to the car because my kids is outside. I don't know where this girl is at. Now, Ma, I need you to either gonna lock yourself in here or I'm finna go, because I gotta go out here with them. Then come outside, Ma. You gotta pick, because I gotta be out there with them. My kids are scared. I'm not looking nowhere, because if I see her, go ahead, go ahead. Okay, Mommy, I'm ready to die. Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here. Miss Stewart.
Yes, can I call my aunt, please?
Okay, can I speak to your mom?
Mom, the lady want to talk to you.
Hello?
Okay, ma'am, listen to me, okay? We have help on the way. What do you think happened? What do you think happened? What happened to the baby?
I don't know. My son wouldn't let me go. I don't know. I'm on my knees. Oh my God, I was
You said something about your daughter killing
my
your baby?
knees. I want to call my daughter. I'm scared.
Okay, so nobody can tell me what happened?
No, my knees is scared. Oh my God.
All right, babe, we have help on the way, okay?
I'm so scared. Oh my God, I'm gonna die. Oh my God, they're gonna need you. They're gonna need you. Please hurry up. Oh my God. Oh my God. What am I gonna do? Oh my God. What was in my house? What was he doing in my house? Oh my God, Mel. Oh my God.
They're on their way, okay?
We'll be right back after a few words from our sponsors. Welcome back to The Demon Inside. The baby's head was open, and her tiny body had sustained 15 stab wounds. Left in the 3-month-old infant's hands. A 4-year-old relative who initially alerted other family members to the car that lay waiting in the kitchen. The baby sustained 15 stab wounds to the face, and the baby was decapitated. Police were able to locate Watkins in her bed at the home. She was covered in blood and in a catatonic state. She was taken in and charged for the murder of her daughter, but was first to undergo a psychological evaluation. Initially, Watkins pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity, but there were circumstances involving the crime scene that suggested that she understood that she was wrong to kill her baby. In February of 2017, Watkins changed that plea to guilty. She was found guilty and was sentenced to 15 to life in prison for killing her daughter. So now I want to talk about the logical, the supernatural, and the medical. Again, the logical, like I explained on the last episode, there is no logical reasoning for this. There's no logical reasoning for this. This is just pure evil. For the medical, of course, they're going to bring up postpartum psychosis. Every time a woman has a baby and something happens like this within the first few months, it's always postpartum psychosis. But again, how many women go and kill their children? People knew something was wrong. She was seeing demons, but yet nobody helped her. So for me, this is supernatural. And again, the supernatural demon that I think it was the Lamatsu. It's a female demon, monster, malevolent goddess, or demigods who menaced women during childbirth and, if possible, kidnapped their children while they were breastfeeding. This is the same demon that I think was in Adi Sanchez, and this is the same demon that I think was in Deasia Watkins. Again, I don't know why these demons are doing this, especially to children, but all I can think of is that it's pure evil. It's hatred for mankind. It's making us do things that we don't want to do, and at the same time convincing us that we have to. So Deasia Watkins, after she killed her child, put the knife in the child's hands, trying to make believe that the child had did it herself. This is so horrible. And of course, I have to play devil's advocate to this. For me, of course, Deasia Watkins killed her child. But what if it was a demon? What if the demon took the hand of the child and stabbed itself? Or what if the knife itself stabbed the child? Of course, I don't believe that. I mean, that sounds really far-fetched. But I do believe that there was a demon inside of her. I do believe there was demons around her. Because whenever there's a horrible thing that occurs like this, I believe the demons gather around to see it. I believe they enjoy the pain. They enjoy the suffering. They enjoy the cries of this poor little child. And the screams of the mother. And the heartbreak that it gives to everybody. This poor 5-year-old child that his father had just left him at the house because he would go to school with these other children was the one that discovered the body. How messed up is that? Demons are never allowed in unless you allow them to come in. That's a possession. But demons will mess with your head whether they're allowed to come in or not. With Adi Sanchez, they told her to kill and eat her son before 5 a.m. or the apocalypse would happen. And she believed it wholeheartedly. On that 911 call, she told her sister, he said you were dead. He said you died. And Audie felt like there was no other option than to do what the demons were telling her to do. Maybe Deasia Watkins suffered the same fate, the same thing. Maybe she believed that if she didn't kill her son, the apocalypse would happen. I don't know, because there's no other records of what she was thinking at the time or what was happening at the time. If I do find it, I will put it on my next show. But again, this was a lady that killed her own child and has to suffer this the rest of her life because a demon told her to.
Don't forget to subscribe to The Demon Inside on Spotify, Anchor, or any other podcast directory, or through our website, anchor.fm/The Demon Inside. A new episode of The Demon Inside comes out each Monday. Let us know what you think and join the conversation on our Demon Inside Facebook page and on Instagram. We thank you for listening and hope you'll join me next Monday for a new Demon Inside. If you enjoyed this episode, tell your friends. I'm John Venom. We'll see you next time, if I don't get possessed. The Demon Inside was created and written by James Porter. It's a production of Venomous Entertainment. Theme music, Demon Inside, is on the album Conjure One by Reese Fulber. Background music was created by Lucas King.